You asked for it, you got it. Today, we're going to be checking out the Lekato Unique Mini Amp. Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to my Pink Room of Doom. As always, I hope you're doing well today. This is a sponsored video by Lekato. They did send this unique mini amp out to me to check out for you guys. Per their request, I have a lovely commenter. Thank you very much. There are links in the description if you want to go check out one of these yourself, pick one up. They're not affiliate links. I'm just telling you where you can go pick them up at. Please make sure you also subscribe, hit the bell notification, all the good YouTube stuff. With that out of the way, let's take a look at this little thing, shall we? So this is the Lekato Unique Mini Amp. This is a 10-watt amplifier, which is kind of crazy. It's a little heavier than it looks for the size of it. It is rather small, but it does pack quite a punch at 10 watts. To me, I think the name Unique Mini Amp is kind of right up there with what it should be called because this thing is rather unique. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But first, the amp itself. So what do you get in the box? Inside of this very plain black and white box, you get a USB-C cable for charging. You get an instruction manual. Again, I highly recommend reading this just so you can kind of get the layout of your new product. And the amp itself. The amp, again, is rather heavy. It feels kind of like a brick, which is always reassuring. It does feel like it's a quality product. You can probably see in the light that there are two tiny little speakers right up here, helping you get that 10-watt sound. On the back of the amp here, it says Lekato Unique Mini Amp. You have your USB-C charging port there. You have an aux cable port, and you have a headphone jack. Always great for some silent practice, which we will be utilizing that headphone jack to see what it would sound like through headphones. I recorded it into my interface because I was able to do that. We'll also hear some camera audio so you can kind of get a sense of what it sounds like in the room. Flipping up to the top of the amp here, we do have quite a bit going on. Nothing too complicated, but just really quickly, you have an input jack. Obviously, you'll plug your guitar in there. You have a volume knob, a gain knob that only affects the distortion channel. You do have two channels, a clean and a distortion, which is controlled by this little button right here. You have a 3-band EQ, so you control your low, mids, and highs, which is always welcome to see on these little tiny practice mini amps. You have a built-in delay, so you have a delay knob to control the amount of delay and a time knob to control the time of the delay. This thing is also Bluetooth compatible, so you have a Bluetooth button there. You have a Bluetooth volume there, which is kind of cool, and you have the power button. Cool thing, when you press the power button here, it does flash a little light right there on the front. You probably couldn't see that, so we'll do it again. It's off and it's on. Probably still couldn't see that because I got the big light coming down. But anyway, that's the Lekato Unique Mini Amp in a nutshell. So what does it sound like? Well, like I said, we're going to do a room test where you'll kind of hear it through just some camera audio, and we'll utilize the headphone jack so you can kind of simulate what it would sound like if you were wearing some headphones for some silent practice. I will be using my Epiphone Les Paul 50 standard for this demo, so just in case anybody's concerned about what I'm using pickup-wise, if that really matters, this is what I'm using. So what are my final thoughts on the Lekato Unique Mini Amp? Well, in my policy of being completely honest with you guys, sponsored video or not, I am not a big fan of this thing. The clean channel sounds okay. The delay is cool. I'm a little bummed that the gain knob doesn't affect the clean, so it's just kind of clean. But man, Lekato, that distortion channel, what is that? That just sounds horrendous. Now, you can mess with the EQ and the gain and kind of get it manageable. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. I've heard way worse. But, I mean, it's rough. It's rough. If you don't know how to do EQ and stuff, and this is your first experience with an amp, that might be bad. My recommendation is to dial back the mids and the highs. That'll cut some of that real high-end fizz. But again, if you get one of these, just kind of mess with it. You can kind of get a tolerable sound. Through headphones, you may need to work a little bit harder, but in the room, you can definitely get these speakers to respond if you add a little bit more low end and cut out a lot of those high end frequencies. But it is a solidly built unit. I mean, it's hard plastic. It puts out 10 watts. It's solid. So if this is all you have access to, I mean, it'll work, but I will recommend a couple of alternatives. And I do have videos on all of these alternatives if you want to go check them out. First off is the Joyo Jam Buddy. This is a pedal amplifier. These speakers sound really nice in the room. I plug it into my interface in the video where I review this. Sounds really nice. You get 2 individual gain knobs here. It's got Bluetooth on it. You get 2 different drive channels. So you got a couple more options. You don't get the 3-band EQ, but you still get a built-in delay. I think this is a really good alternative, and I think it's cheaper than Lekato. And if not, it's in the same ballpark. Next up in the under $100 range still is the pinnacle, I think, the Blackstar Fly 3. On these earlier models, you don't get Bluetooth. On the newer models, you can get Bluetooth. You don't get a 3-band EQ. You just get the ISF knob, which is just 1 EQ, but that's more than you need. You still get, you know, the built-in delay and all that kind of stuff. You get an emulated out, which is really cool. So if you plug it into an interface, you'll get the emulated speaker sound. You don't have to load up any IRs or anything. And if you plug in your headphones, you'll get that emulated speaker sound too, which is really cool. And if you're a big baller and you got a little bit more money to spend, in the over $100 bracket, you have the Boss Katana Mini. This is 12 watts. You get a 3-band EQ, 3 different channels. You get clean, crunch, and your brown sound or your distortion channel. You do still get the built-in delay. I don't think these things have Bluetooth. I don't know if the newer models have Bluetooth. I could be wrong, but this one that I have does not, from what I can tell. But yeah, I mean, in the over $100 range, this is great. It's got the emulated out too. If you plug it in to your headphones or your interface, it's still got the emulated out. So all in all, again, the Lekato Unique Mini Amp, it's certainly unique. I don't know if I can really recommend it, but if this is all you can afford to get, or if this is all you have access to, it will get the job done. But don't let this be your standard for what an amp should or could sound like, because you can do a lot better. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click my logo somewhere on the screen. That'll help you get subscribed to the channel if you're not already. If you want to check out some of my other videos, there should be some boxes coming up right over here somewhere. You can click one of those. It'll take you right to it. And if you want to support the channel in any other way besides just subscribing, check the link in the description of any of my videos for my Teespring store. You can pick up a shirt, hoodie, sticker, whatever tickles your fancy. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.